God bless you, beloved. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really happy to be outside here in the fresh, cool air with you. I saw that there are some questions concerning the last topic on is this a dream? So I'm going to go over those questions and hopefully that will help. So Ross Vaz 6795 says, so if you're lucid dreaming at same moment, time in that awareness in sleep, we are able to shift consciousness? Not sure exactly what you mean. Listen again. What we dream in our dreams, that if you take that same idea and apply it to this lowercase reality and to this dream, because what it's all about is that in our dream, if we can connect to a higher mind, to our higher mind, sometimes in our dream, this is what is called lucid dreaming. Sometimes in our dream, we can connect to this reality, and that will help us to get into the lucid dream state to be able to control things and know how that dream program works so that we can have control over it. So we can work within the baseline rules, because when you're lucid dreaming, you realize what the rules are and you know how to work in between them. One of those things is emotions. Things having power over us, things scaring us, things making us really distressed because we're fueling our emotional energy, life into that situation. Essentially, we're fighting with ourselves because it's an illusion. It's like a projection, as science told us. It's a projection. One of those rules, not fueling that situation with our emotions. The way we can stop doing that is while we are awake in this dream, we consciously think about those things. Why am I always having this dream? Why is it always bothering me? Why am I always affected, drained, emotionally beaten? The reason why it has power over you is because of one of those things can be letting it go and surrendering it. Because many times in the dream, we hold on to things. We're clinging on to things. We think we need things. And somebody in the dream or a situation in the dream can have control over us and power over us in the dream because we are the ones that are holding on to that. Because somehow we think that it's helping us, that it's adding something to our identity. Because remember, your identity is hidden in your higher mind, in your higher consciousness that is in God. Your spirit, that's your true identity. Why do we need to hold on to things? When in this reality, you can consciously think, I don't need that. Like, why do I need that? Why do I keep holding on to it? It's not adding to my life. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Why am I clinging on to it? I'm going to let it go. If you can start to think like that consciously right now, that will go into your subconscious so that when you dream, that same dream that kept bothering you is not going to have effect on you because you've let go of that thing. It's like, fine, take it. Go ahead, take it. Oh, you want my jacket too? Take my jacket. Take my shoes. I don't care because my identity is not identified with things. I am not taken care of because of things. I am taken care of because my Father in heavenly places takes care of me. See, that is the higher consciousness that you've entered into. That is feeling closer to the love of God, knowing that He covers you, knowing that He protects you, knowing that He provides you. He's going to provide for me even a better pair of shoes. Why didn't I let go of these shoes sooner? Look at these beautiful shoes He gave me. Oh Lord God, you love me so much. And now I've received something from the connection of the love of God. You see, we're letting go. When we let go, when we surrender, when we don't cling on to an idea, a person, a situation, a circumstance, or I have an idea of this. When we don't cling on to those things, we're letting go of ego. That's what ego thrives on. So essentially, we're letting go of the thought, therefore the feeling of the separation from the love of God. Because we're coming back into our higher mind, our higher consciousness that is in Him. We're coming into that higher perspective that I am completely taken care of by God. I don't need anything. You see, this whole matrix of this dream reality thrives off of the fact that I need something on the outside of myself. I need something to take care of me on the outside. I need something on the outside. Back to your question. This is what our dreams also feed off of. Clinging on to something. Not surrendering something. Because remember, we're fighting with our own limiting beliefs, lies, programming that has been instilled into the subconscious, into our soul. In the dream, realize that. Why am I holding on to this? Let it go. Why do I need all this stuff? It's causing distress. And I mean in the dream. Sometimes do you have a dream where like you want to get out of some place, but you have to pack? And this dream is so annoying. Like you'll pack and then you never can stop packing. It's like it never gets there. Time stretches in the distress. You hear? Time stretches because we're fueling our life, energy, emotion into that. Some people don't have this problem. Maybe there's something else that they're fighting within their souls that they have to let go of. As we see what the dream is and how to get out of that controlling of the dream over us, then we can start to lucid dream. When we are lucid dreaming, we are connecting with our higher mind. The mind that is more, has a higher perspective and is more mature. Because your mind, your consciousness in God is highest maturity, is the highest maturity. It has wisdom, knowledge, and understanding because it is in God. It is in His mind, will, and emotions. It is in His heart. It is in His will, knowing what is the right thing to do. What is the truth? If you think of it as a 3-stage level, you have your dream that you're dreaming. You can essentially start lucid dreaming if you connect to this consciousness out of the dream. I realize I'm dreaming. Then you've come into the lucid dreaming state. Now you have power and control because you've learned the rules. If I fuel my emotions, you've come out of the game, you've come out of the programming, out of the illusion projection, and now you realize, oh, these are the rules. Okay, let me take my emotion, my desire, let me let go of it. Let me take my power back, meaning let me take my emotional reaction back. I don't have to react to that. I'm not losing anything of myself. if I let it go. Because I know in my mature mind, in God, that I'm taken care of. And God will give me even a better thing. And if He doesn't, He'll provide a better way for me. Provide something different. I'll be like, oh, why didn't I do this sooner? I could have been living in this blessing sooner. When you start to see that, apply that to this dream, to this lowercase reality as well. Because it's a dream of a dream of a dream. It's a mirror of a mirror of a mirror. It's a dimension of a dimension of a dimension. It's a timeline of a timeline of a timeline. You are in that timeline. We're taking all of that back and we're coming into the highest timeline, into God's consciousness, into living in the truth and nothing but the truth. So we can essentially start lucid dreaming in this dream, because this is also a program. This is also, do you know how you know that this is a dream? Because you are not yet fully awakened into your higher consciousness. Your true identity is hidden in God. That is where your true self is. That is where your true mind is. You are a spirit being. You are hidden in God. We have to wake up to that mind consciousness, to that spirit consciousness, to the heart of God, because that's where we're one with God. That's oneness and unity. I recently listened to a interview, and I think it was with Babaji. I think that was his name. It was on Next Level Soul. And something that he said, when the interview person asked him, what does it feel like to be one with God now? Because you're still, right? You're still in this realm. Your avatar, your body is still in this realm. But your consciousness is in God. So you've become fully mature, fully awakened in your higher self. That is one with God. That's oneness and unity with God. And so this man, Babaji, forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but he said, it feels like a dream. He said, this reality feels like a dream. When you start to see that this reality, because it's a dream, you're disconnecting from the lower consciousness, from the lower self that thinks itself separate from the love of God. You're disconnecting from that ego. I'm going to do it myself. I have to hurt other people so that I can be protected. Otherwise, I'll die. Otherwise, I'll be consumed. Otherwise, I'll lose myself. That kind of thinking and acting is because we think ourselves separate from the love of God, and we have to protect ourselves. We have to fend for ourselves. We have to fight other people. We're coming out of the lower self, the lowercase self. Remember, Adam and Eve had to start fending for themselves, had to start toiling the ground and hunting and doing all these things to take care of themselves, because they came out of the garden. I'm separate from God. Oh, I have to cover myself now. I have to hide from God. That's what sin does. But that's why Christ came, to reconcile us back to the Father, to be the intermediary by His blood. In the Spirit, His blood did something. It tore that veil for us to be connected and have our consciousness, our lower self that thinks itself separate from the love of God. Oh, I have to partner with ego now. Ego's going to be my guide. Ego's going to be my spirit help. Ego's going to tell me what to do. Ego's going to tell me how I should think. Ego programs a person deeper into this matrix. He reconciled us back by his blood. It shattered the spirit so strongly that it was felt in the earth what he did. We can be reconciled. We can come back into the heart. What God wanted, people after my own heart, meaning in the oneness of their higher self, living in truth, in his heart, in his love, no longer disconnected from his love. I don't have to argue with people. I can let it go. You see how your life changes when you come into this higher perspective.